Hello and welcome to Thoughts Can Heal podcast. I am your host, Denise Lynn, and I'm so grateful that you're taking a few minutes out of your precious day to spend with me. So today I'd like to discuss a topic that I'm really interested in, and I've been studying for many years now, and it is the law of vibration. And what it means and how we can use this universal law to begin to attract the things that we desire into our life. So basically, when it comes to manifesting, which I've mentioned before, we are always manifesting. Even these things that we might not like in our life, we're always manifesting because our thoughts are so powerful, and what we focus upon shows up in our life, and that's just because it's a law. It's a law just like gravity, and we don't question gravity, but we oftentimes question, the fact that we are manifesting our reality, and a lot of times we don't like to believe that, because if we have things going on in our life that maybe we don't like, we don't want to think that we are the cause of it, but most cases we are. So in any case, in order to begin to manifest things that we want in our life, whether it is relationships or a certain weight or money, whatever the case is, we have to learn about the law of vibration. And basically what it means is that in order to have the things that we want, or if things are not going well in certain areas of your life, it's because of where you are vibrating. So you want to match your vibration with whatever outcome you desire. You have to get on that same frequency as whatever it is. So if it is a relationship, you want to start feeling what it would feel like to be in whatever type of relationship you desire. And of course, we all desire good, healthy relationships. Relationships still, though, even with that, they take work. And in any case, if you are somebody... Sorry about the dogs in the background. If you're somebody that is single right now and you are just always saying, I can never find the right person and I always have bad luck with dates and blah, 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 blah. Those words are so powerful. Those thoughts are so powerful. So if you continue to speak that way, that's what you're going to continue to get. It's the law. So the cool thing is, if that's the case, if you change your thoughts and you change your beliefs and you change the words that you speak that are so powerful, you can get the opposite result. So rather than, talking in that negative tone of, I can never find anybody, I'm not good enough, or I have the worst luck, blah, 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 start saying, I am worthy. And I am opening up to meeting, my perfect partner. And several of my teachers that I've been studying for many, many years, they even go as far as saying, imagine a ring on your finger, or really, like in real life, make room in your closet for somebody else. Like, start living in the end. That is another key to manifesting, is feeling as it has already happened. Okay, so what does feeling as it already happened do? It raises your vibration. Because if you just imagine and feel what it would feel like if you achieved whatever it is you desired, you're satisfied. You feel good. You're vibrating at a high level because you're happy. And when you get to that point, that's when the magic happens, and that's when the good stuff starts showing up in your life. And if you don't believe me, try it. What is it going to hurt? So again, you want to get on the frequency of whatever it is you desire. Now, if it's money, if you've listened to me for a while, I believe money is a wonderful thing. It's an idea of God. Okay? I don't believe it's the root of all evil. I believe those are other people's beliefs. And a lot of times, people who just couldn't seem to attract or earn enough money came up with that. And a lot of negative, you'll notice people who don't have a lot of money, they say things like, I'm cheap, I'm broke, I'm always broke, oh, I'm too cheap, millionaires are crooks, and they have this negative attitude about money. Like, you got to hoard it and save it. No, that's not true. Money should be coming in and flowing out, of course, responsibly. But money is a good thing. And good people with money, that's a wonderful thing, because good people with money help others. And there is no reason in this abundant universe that we live in, there is enough for everybody. Everyone. And we should not be struggling in poverty. Like, it's a struggle. It's stressful when you don't have money. When you're worried about how you're going to pay your bills, always living in that. And trust me, I've lived in that the majority of my life. Worrying about how I was going to feed my children. I mean, there was a time I literally had nothing. But when I started studying these materials, my whole life has changed. And especially money. And, I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I have goals. But I understand now, because I study, that it takes a little bit of time when you've been living in a lack mentality for most of your life to reverse it to feeling abundant, because you've trained your subconscious mind, unfortunately, and you can reprogram that subconscious mind. And I'm living proof that I have. And it's so exciting to me. That's why I love sharing this information with you. Now, another thing that keeps us off and away from the things that we desire are things like jealousy, resentment. And here's the deal, friends. We should be happy for anybody out there having things. When we are jealous of other people for having things that we desire, or thinking like, they don't deserve that, that I can't believe that never happens for me, blah, 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 blah. What is that doing? It's keeping you on a low vibration. You will never meet that goal with an attitude of resentment or jealousy. You just can't, because you're not on the right frequency. You might get lucky and something might happen and you'll end up with some money, but it'll probably be gone as quick as it came in because of your attitude. We should be lifting people up, because when we are living abundantly, okay, we understand that there is more than enough for everybody. So I changed that mindset a long time ago of, being jealous of anybody, for that matter. I'm not jealous of anyone. I am happy for people, and I want to lift those people up, and I want to know what they're doing. That was probably the smartest thing I've ever done, is started studying people that were successful. I don't look at them like, I look at them like, okay, what can I learn? What can I learn from this person? And that has been so beneficial in my life. So whether it is money or relationships or weight, let's talk about weight. I have a few pounds I want to release right now, but I feel good, actually. I feel good in my skin right now. I'm about 10 pounds heavier than I usually am, but I'm not beating myself up, right? And I don't use the word lose. I use the word release. And I was taught this from another one of my mentors, because humans don't like losing things. And our words, again, are so powerful. So if it's weight that you want to release, say release. We can deal with release. We don't like losing things. We freak out when we lose our keys. And it's so true. So always just being mindful of the words that are coming out of our mouth in order to match the vibration of the good that we desire. And it can take some time to reprogram, especially if you've been saying, I'm fat, I need to lose weight, I'm so fat, I look terrible in this. We can't talk to ourselves like that. We deserve so much better. We are beautiful souls living in this costume for a very short time. It's like a bleep. And we deserve to be happy, and we deserve to have the things that we desire. And the coolest thing is if you desire something, you already have what it takes. It's already yours. The only thing standing in between what you desire and it being in physical form is matching the frequency of it. But by believing you already have it, it puts you in that vibration. And yes, is it true? You could say, well, that's lying. I won $1 million, but I'm negative in my bank account. You have to go beyond what already is. Because what already is what you've already manifested. It's done. So now it's a time to create the things and bring into fruition the things that you desire. Now's the time. And the way you do it is by matching that vibration. So, it's very easy to say, only think positive thoughts and blah, 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 blah. It's really easy to say that, and that's not always going to happen. Even myself, I struggle with self-limiting thoughts still and doubts and worries and things, and I have to catch myself. But that's the first step. It's just becoming aware of what you're thinking, of what you're saying, of what you're feeling. And feeling is such a wonderful way to attract the things that we want in our lives. Taking a few minutes every day just to feel what it would feel like if you already had it. Just every day. Multiple times a day if you can. Rather than worrying about what isn't here, get clear on what you want and vibrate with it. Get on that vibration with it. And you'll see it come to life. And when you feel and you put yourself in that imagination state, which is so powerful, the visualization state, and you sit for a few moments and ask yourself, how would it feel? How would it feel? Close your eyes. Ask yourself, how would it feel if I had that perfect partner? Again, no one's perfect, but if I had that relationship that I'm wanting and desiring, how would it feel? How would it feel if I never had to worry about how I was going to feed my family, or how I'm going to pay my rent or my car payment? How would it feel to be that comfortable and have that security? Heck yeah, I feel good. So you sit in that state like, yes, how would it feel to move into that dream home? Because you deserve it. So if you're not where you want to be, and even when you achieve your goals, we're humans. We always want more. We always want to strive for more. That's part of our nature, and that's normal. But once you start getting the things, checking off these things off your list, and I really hope that you get very clear on what it is you desire in this life and write it out in detail and read it every day, every morning. Read it every night. Read it throughout the day as many times as you can. But the first thing to manifesting anything good is getting really clear on it. So it starts to plant the seed. And then getting yourself on the same vibration. And yes, it can take time, especially if you've been doing like all those things, being jealous of people, being resentful, being gossiping, using your words about yourself in a negative way, calling yourself cheap, calling yourself fat, you're never good enough, blah, 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 blah. It's all bull crap. You are an amazing being. You are worthy of all the good that you desire in this world. And I am so grateful that I have spent nearly 10 years studying this information, because my life has changed so much for the better. And my goal, and I've always believed it's my mission to share things that I've learned with other people. I believe that's what life is all about. So I hope by listening to this today that at least you become aware of what you're thinking and what you're saying. And unfortunately, with our thoughts, we can't always control them, okay? Sometimes they come in and you're like, what the heck? Why am I thinking that? All right. I'm not saying control your thoughts, because that's absolutely impossible, especially when psychologists tell us we have nearly 60,000 thoughts a day. But we can become aware of them. And you can start to question them, like, that's interesting. No, I'm not going to, if it's a negative thought, no, not going to go there. Not going to entertain it. You can just do that. And then another thought will come. If it's good, good. If it's bad, no, I'm not going to entertain that. I'm not going to entertain that thought. And it can take some time to start to reprogram your subconscious mind to start, just saying positive things like, I am worthy. I am at my perfect weight. And even if you're not, like I said, if you want to attain these things, you have to start speaking to the universe, to God. Ask and it shall be given to you. Seek and you shall find. Knock, the door will be open to you. And if you're listening to this today, there's a reason. You manifested this information. You're ready for this information. And I believe in you, and I want us humans to understand that we have so much power and that we can create the realities that we desire. Does that mean that bad things aren't going to happen? No. We're always going to be faced with challenges, and things happen, unfortunately. We lose people we love. Things happen out of our control, and there are things that we cannot control, but there are things that we can control. And I believe 100% we can control how we feel and how we create the realities, the lives that we love. And I also know 100% that we're deserving of these things. And I do know the tricks. And the tricks that I'm sharing with you again are, watch the things you say to yourself. You know, when they say, I cast a spell on you. Okay, spelling, words, powerful. Thoughts, super powerful. If think about it, everything that you're looking at right now, besides nature, anything that was made or invented was once just a thought in someone's mind. So everything began as a thought. And again, we can't always control the negative ones, but we don't have to entertain them. And the more that we start becoming aware and going, no, not going there, the less negative thoughts come in. And again, you'll speak to yourself like you'd speak to your best friend. You are important. And let people be themselves. We've got to stop wasting our lives worrying about what other people are thinking about us, what other people are saying about us, what other people are doing, why they're not doing what we want them to do. Let everybody be. We're all on a journey here. We cannot worry about what other people are thinking of us or saying about us. If that's the case and you're worried about it, here's a great tip, something that I've done in my life and it's worked miracles. Send them love. If somebody's bothering you or you're, worrying about what they're thinking or saying about you, stop that. Stop wasting your time on that. This is your life. At the end of your life, you're not going to go, oh, I'm so glad I wasted all those years worrying about that person. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of your precious time. Instead, send them love. And if it's somebody that you've just been going over and over and over for a long time, resenting or being jealous of, or just having a, bad taste in your mouth about them, it's going to take some time, but do it every day. Do it every day. Bob Proctor, my very first mentor, God bless him, he's no longer here in the physical form. One thing that I learned from him that I really believe has changed my life the most out of everything that I've studied in personal development and the law of attraction and such, he said every day when you wake up, write 10 things you're grateful for. Send love to whoever's bothering you. And then sit for 5 minutes and ask for guidance throughout the day. So I just want to share that with you. That's something that you can start tomorrow morning. If you don't already have a morning gratitude practice, just start every morning. See how you feel in 30 days. And it only takes 21 days to form a habit. So make this a habit. You deserve peace of mind. So many of us are waking up and grabbing our phones and going on to social media and feeling like crap because we're looking at other people's lives that, we compare, and it's not healthy. So we're grabbing our phones or we're reading our emails. No. Don't start your day like that. Start your day on a high vibration, and you will feel so much better throughout the day. You start your day, 10 things you're grateful for, no matter what's going on in your life. I know that there's a couple things that everybody should just be grateful for. Then send that love out to anybody that's bothering you. And then sit for 5 minutes in silence and ask for guidance. All right. Well, I'm going to wrap up today's podcast. I hope that I've inspired you. I hope that you know now that you are worthy of having whatever it is you desire, that you're deserving, that you are good enough, that we live in an abundant universe, and that our thoughts are so powerful and our words are so powerful. So we have to choose wisely these things, of the things that we say and the things that we entertain in our minds. All right, before we end, let's take a couple deep breaths together. As long as you're not driving, you can close your eyes, sit up straight or lie down, either way. We're going to take a deep breath in through our nose, and we're going to exhale with an extended exhale, like a longer exhale than the inhale. And this sends a signal to the brain that you're safe, everything's good. It activates the parasympathetic nervous system, so it has a real calming effect. All right, let's take a deep breath in through our nose. Long exhale out. Deep breath. Exhale out. There goes the dogs again. One more time. Inhale. Exhale out. Let's do it one more time, even though the dogs are barking. Inhale. All right, my friends. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'm looking forward to sharing more with you next week. Until then, take care. Namaste.